All right. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you are enjoying your Hump Day Wednesday. I am on to address a question that somebody had to kind of follow up on my last posting. He had sent me two questions that he wanted me to address on the channel. So here I am. The question that he had, it was a two-parter. The first one is he wanted to know how could this have been my first heartbreak after being with my son's father for so long. And the follow-up is how could I be the one that was heartbroken when I was the one that broke off the relationship. So my answer is going to kind of be a combination. The response is going to be in a combination, all in one. So my son's father, to give you a little bit of background with that one, I was pregnant with my son when I was 25, and I met my son's father around 23. So we were really young at the time. And that relationship was a lot of ups and downs, a lot of ups and downs that lasted over about 20 years. So a lot of back and forth, a lot of breakups to make up, and kind of like in the entitlement, well, not the entitlement, but the entitle this segment is too good at goodbyes. And I got to be too good at goodbyes when, and I guess maybe that was the set it off for how I am now. It was a disappointment over a period of time. So it was a lot of breaks. And because there was a lot of makeups and breakups, it didn't feel like an actual full blown heartbreak. Even with the initial breakup, the initial time that we took a break, it was so many years of making that attempt and little pieces of the relationship just slowly leaving. It was a part that was breaking every single time we got together, when we broke up, where it got harder to be disappointed, it got harder to cry, it got harder to be mad. It was just what it was. And again, the back and forth, there was times where he thought he was ready, I thought he was ready. There was a time where I knew that I let a lot of other people play a big part in our relationship. I had a lot of people in my ear in my 20s, and I wanted to try again because, lessons learned. So now let me give it another shot. And again, it just happened over time where just pieces of us started to break apart, where when it came to the end of it, it just dissipated. It was just gone. And it wasn't a full-blown heartbreak at all. And this one was totally different because this one, there was a lot of love still there. And it took a lot for me to have to leave that relationship because I really did want it to work, but I just didn't know how to make it work from my end. I think that I exhausted everything that I could possibly do in that relationship before leaving. And I tell my son, I tell other people, I firmly believe that you should give 150, 200% before you walk away from a relationship, because when you do, there's not going to be any regrets if you know that you did everything within your power to make it work. And truthfully, not just in conversation to your friends, not just on paper, like you really turned yourself inside out for the sake of this relationship till you couldn't do it anymore. When I walk away, I don't have any regrets about the way that I played it because I know I gave it my all. And for that reason, I could be disappointed because I just felt that. So I said that okay, sorry. So I'm saying that I was heartbroken even though I walked away because I gave it my all, and I just felt like he didn't look for alternatives to make it work. I don't think that he was willing to put in what I put in. I don't think that he just wasn't willing to do what I felt needed to be done, or at least attempted to make it work. And that disappointed me. That broke my heart. I thought that we had enough love. I thought we had enough history where I would be worth it. And to find that he didn't find that I was worth it, that we were worth it, that broke my heart. That broke my heart. So even though I was the one who walked away, I had to walk away. Just like I told him, I love you, but I love me more. And I was, like I said, twisting and turning and turning myself inside out. And he would even ask me sometimes, like, what's wrong? And sometimes I would try to share it, but most of the times I didn't, because I knew a lot of other couples over the years that went in and out of bad times. And I was just like, you know what? It's not going to be long. I'm going to come out of this, but I'm going to turn the corner and things are going to be different. And things weren't different. Or I wasn't willing to stay and wait for them to be different. It was taking a toll on me, and I couldn't do it anymore, so I had to kind of save myself in a sense. But the difference between him and my son's father is the chunk of love that was still there. My son's father broke that chunk of love to like pieces, and I guess I played my part too, and just giving him so many chances, as somebody would say, it just made it easier over time. It just wasn't, I wasn't invested as much as I was the time before that and the time before that. It was just like a lot of opportunities that just never panned out. So that to me wasn't as heartbroken. It's heartbreaking as this last relationship. So hopefully that addressed your question. Hopefully that was clear. And yeah, that's it. So I hope everybody has a great evening. I do have some content, so I'll be on this weekend. Some people hit me up. Thank you very much for doing so. So I'll be back on the channel either over the weekend or sometime early next week with a couple of the different topics that people had sent to me. All right, so you enjoy your evening. Be good to you. And as always, please live and be in peace.